Despite arriving 4 years after the original, the sequel picks up about a year after Murai's betrayal and the destruction of the Dark Dragon Blade. Between the events of Dragon Sword and the Vampire War, a comic in which Ryu fights against the vampire fiend Crimson, the Dragon Ninja had kept busy. At the latter's end, Momiji reveals that the Black Spider Ninja Clan is heading to Tokyo. It's unknown exactly why, but being directly opposed to the Hayabusa Clan and having dealings with Fiends, which spurred their own hunt for the Dark Dragon Blade in the first game, Ryu is keen to know what's going on.
They were minions of the Black Spider Clan.
Indeed they were. We haven't heard from them in a while.
Who was the woman?
You don't know her? Neither do I. You couldn't save her? She was looking for you. She said it was about the Archfiend.
Arriving in Tokyo, a CIA agent named Sonya steps into a shop owned by the legendary weaponsmith Muramasa, seeking Ryu. The Black Spider Clan suddenly ambushes her, but before they can deal the killing blow, Ryu swoops in to save her. Well, sort of. They still make off with Sonya, leaving Ryu to deal with their foot soldiers, venturing through the city's buildings, slaying Black Spider Clan members left and right, and even jumping from one building to another. He finally arrives on a rooftop to see Sonya taken away by a mysterious woman. This time, Ryu saves her and learns that the Black Spider Ninja Clan wants to attack Hayabusa Village to retrieve the demon statue, which was used in the Vigor Empire's palace from the first game. Why? Well, to revive the Archfiend Vazda, of course. Originating from Vigor, Vazda has been around for a long time. It wasn't until the four Fiend rulers clashed in a massive war for control of Earth that he would reawaken, corrupting a human named Dagradai into his loyal servant. Such was his power that he forced the Fiend rulers to bow to his might, enslaving and corrupting humanity. Of course, when evil like this roams unchecked, the dragon lineage rises to stop it, and sure enough, the Dragon Ninja would defeat, but not kill, Vazda and his lackeys. The location was created somewhere in the depths of the South American Amazon, which serves to unseal the Archfiend. With the Vigor Empire dead, Dagradai would become the next prominent power figure among the Fiends. He tasks Elizabeth, member and leader of the four greater Fiends, with retrieving the demon statue and ushering in Vazda's return. She works with the Black Spider Ninja Clan led by Genshin, and attacks Hayabusa Village to retrieve it.
Do you understand what this means?
The Archfiend quickens.
The tantrums of the Archfiend never concerned me. All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come. Your life.
Of course, none of them likely accounted for Ryu's return. After defeating numerous enemies and making his way to the Castle of the Dragon, he arrives to find his father Joe Hayabusa injured after a battle against Genshin. As Elizabeth steals the statue, Ryu battles Genshin and appears evenly matched. Joe intervenes and tasks Ryu with retrieving the statue, which requires venturing to New York City. Alexei, another greater fiend, has been awakened, and as a result, the Big Apple has become overrun with fiends. Ryu takes them all out, defeating two fiends, before meeting up with Sonya. Flying in a helicopter, they arrive at the Statue of Liberty. Eventually, Ryu goes up against Alexei and defeats him in an intense battle. But there's no trace of Elizabeth or the demon statue. The next stop? Aqua City in Italy, where werewolves and the water dragon roam free, causing chaos. Battling through the werewolf's castle, he eventually encounters Wolf, the third greater fiend of Vazda, and fights him in a coliseum to the death. Wolf is defeated and Ryu escapes with some help from Sonya.
Do you wish his blood spilled? Who do you wish to see destroy him? Yes, Wolf, invincible ruler of storms.
Their next lead takes them to the skies, more specifically, the Black Spider Ninja Clan's airship Daedalus. By now, you know the drill, as Ryu massacres his way through the Black Spider forces before encountering Genshin. They fight once more, but the result is postponed again after the Daedalus goes down. Ryu manages to escape and alongside the airship's remains ends up somewhere in Russia. He reunites with Sonya but decides to leave her behind and enter Moscow to battle against Zidonius, the 4th greater fiend of Vazda. Despite overwhelming number of fiends and Black Spider Ninja Clan enemies, he emerges victorious. As for Elizabeth, she's in the same Amazon forest. Ryu finds his way there and, despite some opposition, seemingly corners her before she escapes. She proceeds to transform into her greater fiend form and also reveals that Dagra Dai currently possesses the statue. Ryu defeats her and, interestingly enough, is told by Genshin that the Vazda's actual location is in Mount Fuji. If he wants to stop the Archfiend's revival, he must go there, but that also means battling Genshin once more. After returning to Hayabusa Village and obtaining the Eye of the Dragon from Ayane to awaken the Dragon Sword's full power once more, Ryu ventures to Mount Fuji, slaying numerous enemies along the way and clashing with Genshin, finally defeating him. With Vazda's revival at hand, Mount Fuji effectively serves as a gateway to the underworld. Ryu descends further. Numerous fiends await, including the 4 greater fiends who's even kidnapped Sonya. Ryu saves her once more and encounters Genshin, who's been corrupted into a fiend, and they engage in one last battle. Defeated once again, Genshin bestows the Blade of the Archfiend to Ryu, who ventures forth to stop Vazda's awakening. Though successful in his battle against Dagra Dai, the latter sacrifices himself, resulting in the revival of Vazda. Ryu clashes against the Archfiend, but despite initially emerging victorious and escaping with Sonya, he's revived by a single inadvertent drop of blood. On the summit of Mount Fuji, he battles Ryu with the Dragon Ninja winning out, even as the Archfiend explodes spectacularly. Sonya eventually finds Ryu, who survived the ordeal, and the world is safe from Vazda once more. Sometime later, Ryu ventures to the Black Spider Ninja Clan's graveyard, where its many deceased warriors lie. He places Genshin's Blade of the Archfiend, a sign of respect between the adversaries, but after walking a short distance away, who else should show up behind him but Kasumi? Lest you think this is the perfect moment for a betrayal, Ryu has assisted Kasumi ever since she left the Mugen Tenshin Ninja Clan to avenge her brother Hayate. For now, he says that darkness is destined to lift in the end, and that he still has much left to do before leaving. And that's the end of Ninja Gaiden 2. Overall, it's a more straightforward narrative than the first game, but it does offer up a pretty compelling villain in the form of Vazda and his 4 greater fiends. Ryu's character arc is less about moving past revenge and ultimately living up to his destiny as the Dragon Ninja, but shows him in a more composed role as the successor to the Hayabusa Clan. He shows less weakness overall, and yet seeing him calmly yet relentlessly pursue Elizabeth and ultimately stopping the Archfiend without any hesitation feels a natural progression of his character. Though it didn't receive as extensive acclaim as Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2 was still praised and sold well enough. He would return once more, but this time in the controversial and much reviled Ninja Gaiden 3. Hey, did you know that we at GamingBolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.